Angie in the morning. It's your boy DJ Money, and right now I'm sitting down with the director and star of The Hate You Give, George Tillman Jr. and Amandla Stenberg. How are you guys doing?
Good. How are
Y'all
you?
good?
Yeah.
Amazing, man. Also, too, I had a chance to see the film, and it's an amazing film. I think in the climate of America right now, we definitely need to, you know what I'm saying, a film like this. You know what I'm saying? I have also Tupac, the mantra of Thug Life was muse, I feel like, for this film. Are y'all like big Pac fans? Or like, is there something that, do y'all see yourself like parallels of Pac a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge Pac fan. I mean, Angie Thomas, she's like one of the biggest Tupac fans.
Yeah.
When I did the Notorious B.I.G. movie, I had a chance to have Anthony Mackie play Tupac in the film, so it's kind of like a revisit for me, but it's on a deeper level here because this is the philosophy of what Tupac talked about in 1993, 94 when he coined the term.
Thug Life.
Yeah, so I'm excited for the film and excited for everyone to go see it.
Yeah, what about yourself?
Yeah, I was a Pac fan before, but I didn't really understand the theology and the life of Pac in the way that I felt like I got to understand through this film.
Nice. Was directing this movie challenging, considering the climate of the country right now?
Yeah, it was. Well, it was kind of challenging on two face. Every film is that way, but it's a responsibility. Just to do the right thing. And then on the second level is you want to make a film that that has levels. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that happen in the movie, but it's a very hopeful and joyful film. You see in the film.
Yeah, and I don't want to give too much away, but definitely the ending kind of like it was amazing. I like the way.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to do. And as a level, as a director, you got to make sure you have enough of the humor, enough of the warmth, emotion. And you want to make sure that, that was the thing that kept me up late at night, just in terms of just making sure everything is right, because this film is very important to a lot of people.
Now, you've had a great year so far.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Appreciate that.
Also, do you feel like positive black roles right now is big, like, especially going on in the climate of, like, the Me Too movement and everything like that as well?
I don't know if they're big so much as they exist for the first time, because I think we have to push for a lot more representation. But it's definitely a really exciting time in terms of there's this shift happening where we're being afforded this representation because I think studios and people who previously haven't believed in portraying us recognize the social value, the monetary value, and how reactionary and incredible, the responses, especially from the black community and beyond that.
Did you read the book before accepting the role?
Yes, I did.
And
Yeah.
so you feel like pretty much, I personally think that like watching the film, your portrayal, and also the fact that you went to private school, different stuff like that, set a standard. Just because a lot of folks feel like everything has to come from the hood, everything is monetized from just that standpoint. But I don't feel like you actually gave a wide range of different areas of like, you can be this and this can happen and stuff like that. Did some of this stuff hit home for you?
Definitely, yeah. I actually got to read the book before it was even published. It was still a manuscript, and it blew my mind open. I had never seen anything like it before that portrayed the experience of blackness as what it is, which is nuanced and faceted and complicated, and often includes code switching. Because I feel like black people, we know how to be chameleons. We understand our social place in the world and how to achieve success in the midst of that. And I think sometimes, even though it's sad, that means compromising part of who you are, until at least you recognize that that's not necessary. So I think that Star's journey, that's something that I went through personally because I had a really similar experience to her, just growing up in a neighborhood that was black, that was lower income, or at least a lot less privileged than the neighborhood that the kids who went to my school came from. Because my school was across town and it was white and it was privileged, and I had to abscond parts of myself, or be told that people were scared to come to my neighborhood because they heard that there was gang violence, and recognize from a very young age that those are parts of myself I needed to separate.
What's your core message that you want the crowd to just know once they leave the film, both of y'all?
I think the message is pretty simple. I think it's that Black Lives Matter, and I think in the sense of reflecting the political movement, in the sense of not often do we get to see Black people as faceted, as living, as breathing, as experiencing a breadth of emotions. So Black Lives Matter in that sense, and that Black life is rich and complicated and beautiful. And our families are beautiful, our friendships and connections are beautiful.
What about yourself?
Yeah, it's just the most important thing, if we all have a voice, use it, speak up, say something, be proud who you are. And that's Star's journey that I really love a lot in the film.
Yeah, amazing film. Make sure you check it out. The Hate You Give, and thank y'all for having us, man.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
You know when it's feeling right, right, right. It must be Angie on the mic.